So we're at 32 Lagoon Park Drive in Maudsland at Dave Turner's, and we're going to take all the existing pots that we've got here and put them in a bit of an eclectic range around the back of the house, which I'll show you where. Out here I think we could then put maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 nice pots all the same, possibly even 5, 6 and 7 along the front of the house there, and then possibly one where that statue is and do it level. That statue could move around to where they've got a bit of Balinese stuff around the front. This garden here, we're going to take out the Ixoras and the Grevillea, and we're going to go with a theme that matches the Magnolia, and then we're going to replant these gardens a bit. There's not much in them. And either side of the entry, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4 decorative pots, and then maybe 2 statues up next to the columns there where the lights are. I don't think anything with plants in them up there because it'll drip on the tiles. Okay. This garden going down the front of the house again, we'll prune up these magnolias and try to make them work, or else get rid of some of them and then replant those gardens. Under the pine there, we're going to do a big nice circle that all the leaf litter can drop in and have a garden inside there, about 8 metre diameter. Along the front fence, all the way along the fence lines, we're going to put a edging at the bottom, a snipping edge, probably in composite timber so it doesn't rot. At the at the entry of the house, I'm thinking we will get the existing powder coated gate repowder coated in a different colour to match the house, and the same thing with the pedestrian gate there. This is probably like 12 by 12, and then we totally change this front entry and maybe use some sandstone blocks like the rest of the house has and create a wide entry point like some of the other houses that are around here, going back to about the 3rd post, and make a garden in front of those. I think we've probably got enough pots as it is, but we could, where there's pots sitting up there, we could have new pots, but just some that all match each other, or only a few types. There's pretty poor type of pot, they're not very great looking. All these areas will be replanted. This swale here, I'm suggesting that we get some sandstone boulders and just place them randomly through, about 6 of them, just to hold that bank a little with water running down it. The big grey is going to come out, and this area is going to be the yuccas are out, golden cane's cleaned up, all the fruit trees, most of them will stay except for the fig there and the rosemary, but I think I'll show you that the other side. Along the boundary lines, we'll probably continue this garden down to the bottom and put a rockery around that drain and finish it off nicely. I'll just give you a bit of a close look around that. And there's some sort of concrete in the ground there. So yeah, probably a 3 metre diameter around that sort of thing. Again, edging all along the fence lines. Then we'll come out, the garden will be coming out 1500 mil. This garden here, golden cane cleaned up, Eliocarpus pruned to create a nice clean hedge. That garden hedging ripped out, and that will end up being composite timber and end up flowing around up and extend a garden over the embankment here, so it doesn't have to be mowed, and that will join up the end to the pool fencing up the end there. So in this area surrounding the tanks, the Elocarpus again, we'll train them to look neat. All these trees will need a good prune and tidy up. Rosemary out, and then there's probably allowance for a good five or six fruit trees in through here once we get all that stuff out, maybe even more. All the existing pots are going to come into this area up here, be a bit of an eclectic range in some sort of format, so we'll place those in there. The barley type statue out the back can come into here and be placed somewhere, and then there's two Balinese type planter troughs here, and they can be added into that area. This area here, those red pots will go into that eclectic range. Here we'll prune up that fig and tidy it up, make it look good. Probably get rid of that one, that citrus, maybe prune it. And this garden will add a bit of stuff to it and edge it out properly. The syzygium hedges all the way along need to be tidied up. And at the end they've used 5 Murrayas on the end instead of syzygiums. But I think what we'll do is incorporate a Murraya sort of idea that comes around the front of this pool equipment, with maybe a little entry point through the middle, and that can be the use of existing Murrayas. Again, edging underneath that garden in the middle may stay, may go. At the moment we're allowing for that to be planted out. Then in this section here, in this corner, up until where that corner of the house is there, will be a fire pit area made with retaining wall blocks like the sandstone blocks. We need to try and make that softened in some way too. We may have access through down on that artificial lawn or on this lawn and replace here. We'll do as minimal damage to the lawn as we can. It's coming off that driveway. I thought maybe going down that strip there, if we can reach with the blocks. We might need the whole area to get a crane in. We'll have to repair all that. And then I kind of thought the same deal here. We might extend these retaining blocks out, and I'll catch up on another part of the video.